Assalamu alaikum. In this video, I would like to introduce you to comparative and superlative in the Arabic language, which we call اسم التفضيل if it's singular or أسماء التفضيل. Let's first start talking about the general pattern for an adjective. So, in Arabic, generally the pattern that follow the adjectives follow the pattern of فعيل, meaning most or in general adjectives they follow the pattern of فعيل. Examples we have here جميل for masculine singular, جميلة or جميلة for feminine singular, which means beautiful. We have قصير, قصيرة, which means short, طويل, طويلة, خفيف, خفيفة. Now let's go to اسم التفضيل now, or the comparative adjectives. So اسم التفضيل is used for two things. To compare two things, to show the highest level of something. When I say here to compare two things, it could be things or people. And it's also to show the highest level of something. Now you are going to ask me a question. How can I differentiate between when to use it to compare two things and when to use it to show highest level? Because when I say to compare here, I'm talking about comparative. And when I talk about to show the highest level, I'm talking about superlative. Well, in Arabic, the primary structure of اسم التفضيل is أفعل. Example, أكبر. How? You have the pattern of فعل, 3 letters verb, and you add الهمزة, الألف والهمزة. So you add to the فعل, you add ألف. أكبر, أصغر, etc. Now let's try to see when can we use it for, when do we use the اسم التفضيل as a comparative adjective, and when can we use it as a superlative adjective. First, the أفعل pattern is called a diptote. It means it does not take tanween. The proof, you cannot say خالد أكبر إخوته. You can't. So you have to use only a dhamma. So you say أكبر, أصغر. You cannot say أكبرون, أصغرون. That's why it does not take tanween. Again, I'm talking about اسم التفضيل. It does not take tanween. Now, اسم التفضيل, like I said, can be a comparative or superlative. But now, how can we differentiate? This is the question, and I'm going to show you when. How do I differentiate between the comparative and the superlative forms? In English, we can say big, bigger, the biggest, but here, the difference, this doesn't change. أفعل doesn't change. But if it's followed by min, this is what it is called comparative. Example, خالد أكبر من أخيه. Khalid is older than his brother, or bigger than his brother. Now, if we'd like to use it as a superlative, we will not find it. You won't find min. So the comparative adjectives generally follow the أفعل pattern, regardless of whether the nouns they are describing are masculine or feminine, singular, dual, or plural. Meaning, here you cannot say, no, 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 for feminine I have to change it, or for plural I have to change it. No, regardless. So here for the adjectives or أسماء التفضيل follow if they follow the pattern of أفعل or أفعل, they are not going to change regardless of masculine, feminine, singular, dual, or plural. To turn an adjective into the comparative form, take the three root letters, like I said, and add the prefix alif with hamza. Then add sukun to the first root letter. Example, I have صغير. صغير is an adjective, which means small. Now, if I wanted to make it as اسم تفضيل, I would say أصغر. What did I do? I took the root, the three-letter root, which means صاد, غين, and ra. You are going to ask me a question. Why I did not take the ya? The ya here is not part of the root. It's not part of the base form. Ya is just to make it a long vowel. I said صغير. For this reason, it's not part of the root. The sad is part of the root. The ghain is part of the root, and the ra. What do? I keep them and then I add at the beginning the prefix alif with the hamza, and I will put a sukun after the alif. أصغر, أصغر, أكبر. Okay? So I hope that it's clear and you won't have any difficulties creating أسماء التفضيل on your own, just based on this rule. Again, for you to create أسماء التفضيل, you just take the three letters root, the first root letters, 1, 2, and 3. The ya here is not counted as root because it's just to make a long vowel. You add the prefix alif with the hamza, and you make the second letter with a sukun. أصغر, أكبر. I hope it's clear for all of you. I don't want to explain more about some of the exceptions, etc. So we just keep it simple. We just wanted to follow the pattern أفعل. Thank you very much and have a great week.